Have you ever heard of the polar vortex? It might sound like something out of a sci-fi film, but it's actually a powerful force that shapes the weather we experience every winter. It's not science fiction, it's a real phenomenon that has a huge impact on our winters, sometimes in ways we don't even realize. The polar vortex is a vast pool of icy air spinning high above the North Pole, acting like a barrier that keeps the coldest air locked in the Arctic. Imagine it as a giant, invisible fence circling the pole, trapping the frigid air inside. When the vortex is strong, it holds that cold in place, so the UK gets milder, wetter winters instead of deep freezes. We see more rain and wind, but temperatures stay above freezing most of the time. But if the vortex weakens, often because warmer air pushes up into the stratosphere, the wall breaks down. This allows the cold Arctic air to spill out and travel much further south than usual. And that's when Arctic air escapes south, bringing sudden cold snaps and snow. These events can catch people off guard, turning a mild winter into a snowy one almost overnight. The infamous Beast from the East in 2018, and that was a polar vortex breakdown, sending Siberian air across Europe and blanketing the UK in snow and ice for days. Understanding the strength of the vortex is key for forecasters. A strong vortex means rain and wind, a weak one means snow and ice. It's one of the most important signals meteorologists watch in winter. So, the polar vortex is the main reason our winters can swing from mild and rainy to extreme and snowy, sometimes in just a matter of days. Meteorologists watch it closely to predict what's coming, using satellite data and computer models to track every wobble and shift. When the vortex wobbles, it's time to pay attention to the forecast. Sudden changes can mean big shifts in our weather, so staying informed is crucial. A stable vortex keeps the UK stormy but not freezing, with plenty of wind and rain but little snow. A disrupted vortex opens the door to Arctic blasts, bringing icy temperatures and heavy snowfall that can disrupt travel and daily life. That's why the polar vortex is at the heart of every winter weather story, from mild spells to record-breaking snowstorms. Knowing its state helps us prepare for whatever winter brings, whether it's stocking up on supplies, dressing for the cold, or just keeping an eye on the latest forecast. The polar vortex is a powerful force high above the Arctic, and it has two big impacts on UK winters, shaping the weather we experience every year. When the vortex is strong, it powers a fast, straight jet stream that brings mild, wet, and windy weather from the Atlantic Ocean right across the country. This means more frequent storms, heavy rain, and gusty winds, but less risk of deep freezes or heavy snow blanketing the landscape. The strong vortex acts like a shield, keeping the harshest Arctic cold locked away to the north and protecting much of the UK from severe winter chills. But if the vortex weakens, the jet stream slows down and starts to meander, creating openings for cold Arctic air to plunge southward over the UK. That's when the UK can suddenly shift from wet and mild conditions to a spell of cold and snowy weather, sometimes almost overnight. These cold spells can last for days or even weeks, causing travel chaos, school closures, and spikes in energy demand as people try to stay warm. A weak vortex is a warning sign for a potential cold snap, and meteorologists pay close attention to these changes. Forecasters track these shifts in the vortex to give early alerts, helping people prepare for whatever winter might bring. So, the state of the vortex often decides if you'll need an umbrella for rain or snow boots for icy pavements. Most winters, it's storms and rain that dominate. But a weak vortex can flip the script, bringing surprise snow and cold. That's why meteorologists are always on the lookout for any sign of disruption in the vortex's strength or position. The polar vortex is like a giant switch that controls our winter weather, flipping between mild and wild. Its strength shapes everything from gentle drizzle to fierce Arctic blasts, making it the key player in every UK winter. Looking ahead to winter 2025-2026, forecasters are watching for early signs of trouble in the stratosphere. There's a chance of an early warming event that could weaken the polar vortex right at the start of winter. If that happens, Arctic air could spill south, bringing a colder than normal December to the UK and Europe. Computer models are hinting at more frost, ice, and even early snow than we've seen in recent years. While North America may feel the biggest chill, the UK is also at risk. This is a long-range forecast, so things could still change. But the agreement among models is giving meteorologists an early heads-up. It's a shift from the mild, wet winters we've had lately. Experts will be watching the vortex closely as December approaches. The forecast will get clearer, but now's the time to prepare for a possible cold start. Get your home and family ready for winter's surprises. Stay tuned for updates as the season gets closer. Early awareness means you won't be caught off guard. High above our heads in the stratosphere, the polar vortex spins relentlessly, and it's a major driver of our winter weather here in the UK. This swirling mass of cold air, trapped miles above the surface, can shape the entire season below. When the vortex is strong, it supercharges the jet stream, sending it racing across the country. This makes storms not only more likely, but also more intense and fast-moving, bringing powerful winds and heavy rain. That's exactly what happened in February 22, when a powerful vortex helped unleash a trio of damaging storms on the UK, causing widespread flooding, fallen trees, and major disruption to daily life. Today, scientists can spot these stratospheric signals weeks or even months ahead, using advanced models and satellite data to give us early warnings about what's coming. A strong vortex means a higher risk of storms and wild weather, but when the vortex weakens, it can open the door to bitter cold and deep freezes, sometimes bringing heavy snow. This knowledge allows forecasters to alert the public and emergency services in advance, helping communities get ready for whatever winter might bring. By closely tracking the stratosphere, we get a valuable head start on preparing for severe weather, from storms to snow and everything in between. It's almost like having an early warning system for winter extremes, giving people time to take action and stay safe. Whether it's fierce storms or sudden snow, the state of the vortex gives us vital clues about what to expect in the weeks ahead. Studying the stratosphere is helping meteorologists improve our forecasts every year, making predictions more accurate and reliable. This progress is helping keep people safer and better prepared, reducing the risks and impacts of severe winter weather. The more we understand about the stratosphere and the polar vortex, the more resilient and adaptable our communities become. The polar vortex is the hidden engine behind our wildest winter weather, shaping the season in ways we're only just beginning to fully understand. So, what's the outlook for the UK this winter? The Met Office says a mild, stormy season is most likely. There's about a 30% chance of a milder than average winter, 55% for near average, and just 15% for a colder one. Most models predict a strong polar vortex, which means a fast jet stream and more Atlantic storms. That points to wind and rain as the main risks, not snow. But there's still a chance of a cold snap early in the season if the vortex weakens. Other global patterns like La Niña or the quasi-biennial oscillation can also shake things up. Even in a mild winter, short bursts of snow and ice are possible. The key is to be ready for both storms and cold spells. The official outlook: expect a typical UK winter, wet, windy, but with a watchful eye on December. Forecasts are a guide, not a guarantee. British weather is famously unpredictable, so stay prepared for surprises. Keep checking updates as the season unfolds. Flexibility is your best defense against winter's twists. Past winters showed just how powerful the polar vortex can be. The beast from the east in 2018 was triggered by a sudden vortex breakdown, unleashing Siberian cold and heavy snow across the UK. Roads were blocked, schools closed, and the NHS and energy networks were stretched to the limit. It was a stark reminder that even in a warming world, extreme cold is still possible. In contrast, February 2022 saw a super-strong vortex drive a cluster of damaging storms, with record winds and widespread disruption. Both weak and strong vortex events can bring dangerous weather, either deep freezes or destructive storms. The lesson? We need to be ready for both. Studying these events helps forecasters improve warnings and response. Preparation is key, whether it's for snowdrifts or storm surges. The polar vortex doesn't just shape our weather, it shapes our resilience. By learning from the past, we can better face the future. Every winter is different, but the risks are real. Stay alert, stay prepared, and take lessons from history seriously. Weather forecasting is getting better, thanks to new insights into the polar vortex. Scientists can now spot stratospheric signals months ahead, giving us more time to prepare. The strong vortex behind the 2022 storms was visible in models as early as November. This early warning helps emergency services and communities get ready for what's coming. As the climate changes, the vortex may become more unstable, making extreme events more likely. That's why ongoing research is so important. Better forecasts mean less damage, safer infrastructure, and more lives protected. Investing in weather science is investing in our safety. The goal: more accurate forecasts and more time to act. The work being done today will help us face future winters with confidence. The polar vortex is at the heart of this progress. Being prepared for winter is essential, especially with the polar vortex's unpredictability. The Met Office and UK Health Security Agency issue alerts for severe weather. Pay attention to them. Make sure your home is winter-ready. Check heating, insulation, and have an emergency kit with essentials. Look out for vulnerable neighbors or relatives during cold spells. If storms are forecast, secure loose items outside and stay indoors if possible. Keep up with travel updates. Storms can disrupt roads and trains. Local councils use forecasts to plan for gridding and emergency response. Communities that prepare together can reduce the impact of severe weather. A little preparation goes a long way. Stay informed, stay safe, and help others do the same. Winter can be challenging, but readiness makes all the difference. Don't wait for the first snow or storm. Prepare now. The polar vortex is a powerful force shaping UK winters, sometimes bringing storms, sometimes deep freezes. The science is complex, but the message is simple. Be aware and be prepared. This winter could start cold, then turn stormy. So stay flexible, improve forecasts, give us more time to act, and reduce risks. Stay up to date with trusted weather sources like the Met Office. Pay attention to warnings. They're there to keep you safe. Preparation and information are your best defenses. Take steps now to get your home and plans ready. By staying informed, we can face whatever winter brings with confidence. Stay warm, stay safe, and be ready for anything.